realize the beauty of the drought in the old age of vegetation. Botany Carnage is my new fan-made chapter for Dead by Daylight. Sybille Lenoir's work as a landscape gardener suffered from a bad reputation. Splendidly laid out gardens, marvelously harmonious compositions of exotic and regional plants suffered from lack of care after only a short time. What was her vision? How could someone create something so beautiful and then let it fade away? Until one day Sybille disappeared without a trace, this was to remain her secret. At the beginning of her education, she already discovered a beauty in decay, a liveliness that had remained hidden from her throughout her childhood. Withering plants whispered things to her that she didn't understand at first, but which later caused her to dig up her whole life. Human beings were not made to rule the world. They were at best good fertilizer for the true children of the Holy Mother. As radical as her opinion seemed, there were beings who shared it and found in Sybille a faithful servant. The power of the gardener is called Grow and Wither. She is able to summon hedges of thorns that grow slowly in one direction, starting at the gardener's current position. They grow over obstacles and through window vaults and stay for 16 seconds. After that, the hedge withers in the same speed in which it grows. Survivors who come in contact with the hedge of thorns are confronted with a skill check. Succeeding the skill check applies the hindered status effect for 3 seconds. Failing the skill check injures the survivor for 1 health state. Survivors touching a hedge head-on will pass through it without leaving a trace. The gardener instead will leave a gap. The speed at which hedges of thorns grow and wither depends on the charge time the gardener spends. The progress bar of the charge always shows 1 second and can fill multiple times. A 1-charge hedge moves with a speed of 1 meter per second. With each additional full charge bar, the speed increases by 0.4 meters per second. To gain the required charges, the gardener needs to absorb scratch marks in the environment, but already starts the trial with half the maximum potential. With add-ons, the gardener can increase and decrease the grow and wither speeds of hedges of thorns. She can alter the charge time, the growth and the consumption of the potential, reveal survivors and blind them after downing. It is possible to let gaps wander by regrowing or to casually sneak up to careless survivors. The gardener's ultra-rare add-ons allow her to punish skilled survivors in 2 meaningful ways. The gardener comes with 3 perks that hide her threatening shape and block structures that her targets are about to interact with. Mistborn increases the regular mist of the level for all survivors. Any mist offerings only affect survivors as well. Nightshade plants spawns twice as many totems in the level and cuts their cleansing time in half. When you hit a survivor with a basic attack, all survivors that are currently cleansing will scream, causing them to cancel the interaction, and the corresponding totems are blocked by the entity. By the root calls upon the entity to block a window for a survivor right after they vault through it. Survivors are confronted with a skill check while vaulting to prevent the block. Get lured into a maze of thorny hedges and prove your reflexes. Dead by Daylight Botany Carnage is available never, nowhere. The power of the gardener